What if I told you that your pale pepper leaves are screaming for help, and the secret to their recovery isn't what you think? Join me as we become plant detectives, cracking the code of nutrient deficiencies, soil imbalances, and other mysteries that are holding your peppers back. You'll never look at a pale leaf the same way again. Imagine waking up to find your thriving pepper plants suddenly looking anemic. Those once lush green leaves are now a ghostly pale. It's a mystery that's more common than you might think, and today we're putting on our detective hats to uncover the surprising truth behind pale pepper leaves. I'm going to give you the ultimate toolkit to ensure your plants are bursting with life, not just looking faded. The silent SOS of pale leaves. When your pepper leaves start losing their vibrant green color, they're sending you an urgent distress signal that goes far deeper than what meets the eye. Pale pepper leaf syndrome isn't just a cosmetic issue, it's your plant's way of telling you that something fundamental is wrong with its ability to produce the chlorophyll that keeps it healthy and productive. Here's what most gardeners get wrong: they see pale leaves and immediately think water problem. But the reality is that yellowing or pale leaves are rarely just about irrigation. Your pepper plant is actually experiencing a complex interplay of factors that's preventing it from manufacturing the green pigments it needs to thrive. Think of chlorophyll as your plant's solar panels. When those panels aren't working efficiently, your entire pepper production system starts breaking down. The mission we're embarking on today isn't about quick fixes or band-aid solutions. We're going to dive deep into the true culprits behind pale pepper leaves, giving you the knowledge to not just treat the symptoms, but address the root causes that are keeping your peppers from reaching their full potential. Unmasking the mineral marauders. The first suspect in our investigation is nitrogen deficiency, and it's often the most obvious culprit. Nitrogen is like the protein in your plant's diet. Without enough of it, your peppers simply can't build the robust cellular structures they need. When nitrogen is lacking, you'll notice that the paleness starts with the older, lower leaves first. These leaves will gradually turn from pale green to yellow, and eventually begin dropping off as the plant redirects its limited nitrogen resources to newer growth. But here's where it gets interesting. Iron and magnesium deficiencies can create similar pale appearances with subtle but crucial differences. Iron deficiency shows up as pale leaves with dark green veins, a pattern called interveinal chlorosis. It's like your plant is trying to conserve its iron resources in the leaf's highway system, while sacrificing the areas in between. Magnesium deficiency, on the other hand, creates a distinctive yellowing that starts between the veins, but progresses differently than iron deficiency, often affecting middle-aged leaves first, rather than the youngest or oldest. Beyond the classic NPK nutrients that most gardeners focus on, your peppers are hungry for a whole spectrum of micronutrients that often get overlooked. Zinc, manganese, and sulfur deficiencies can all contribute to pale leaves, and they're particularly common in container gardens where the soil hasn't been amended with diverse organic matter. These micronutrients work like essential vitamins in human nutrition. You might not need massive quantities, but without them, your plant's entire metabolic system starts breaking down. Now let's talk about the environmental factors that can turn even well-fed pepper plants pale. Soil pH is perhaps the most underestimated factor in plant health, and it's absolutely critical for pepper success. When your soil is too acidic, like below 6.0, or too alkaline, above 7.5, your peppers might be surrounded by nutrients they simply can't access. It's like having a feast laid out but being unable to pick up the fork. The nutrients are there, but the chemical conditions prevent your plant from absorbing them effectively. Root problems are often the hidden villains in pale leaf mysteries. Root rot, caused by overwatering or poor drainage, essentially suffocates your plant's underground network. When roots can't function properly, they can't deliver nutrients to the leaves, no matter how rich your soil might be. Soil compaction creates a similar problem. When the soil becomes too dense, roots can't spread properly, and water and nutrients can't move freely through the growing medium. Light stress is another environmental factor that manifests as pale leaves, but in ways that might surprise you. Too little light obviously prevents proper photosynthesis, but excessive light can actually bleach the chlorophyll out of leaves, especially during the intense heat of late summer. Temperature stress works hand in hand with light issues. When temperatures soar above 85 degrees consistently, or drop below 55 degrees at night, your pepper plants start conserving energy by reducing chlorophyll production, leading to that telltale pale appearance. The Revival Regimen Actionable Solutions. Strategic fertilization is your first line of defense, but it requires precision rather than a shotgun approach. For nitrogen-deficient peppers, start with a balanced fertilizer that provides immediately available nitrogen, but don't go overboard. Too much nitrogen can actually delay fruit production. Apply a diluted liquid fertilizer every 2 weeks during the growing season, focusing on early morning applications when your plants can best utilize the nutrients. For iron and magnesium issues, you'll need targeted solutions. Iron deficiency responds well to chelated iron supplements applied as both soil amendments and foliar sprays. The foliar application gives you faster results because it bypasses potential soil uptake issues. Magnesium deficiency can be addressed with Epsom salt applications. Mix 1 tablespoon per gallon of water and apply monthly during the growing season. Soil sovereignty is about creating an environment where your pepper's roots can thrive. Start by improving drainage if waterlogged conditions are suspected. Adding perlite, coarse sand, or aged compost can transform heavy waterlogged soil into a well-draining haven. For compacted soils, gentle cultivation around the root zone combined with organic matter additions will restore the soil structure your peppers need. Testing and adjusting soil pH is crucial for long-term success. If your soil is too acidic, wood ash or agricultural lime can raise the pH gradually. For alkaline soils, sulfur or organic matter like pine needles can help lower the pH over time. Remember, pH adjustments take time. Don't expect overnight changes, but rather plan for gradual improvements over several months. Light and temperature optimization often requires creative solutions, especially for container gardeners. If your peppers are receiving too much intense afternoon sun, consider providing filtered shade during the hottest part of the day, using shade cloth, or by strategically positioning them near taller plants. For insufficient light conditions, especially common with indoor or shadier garden locations, consider reflective mulches or relocating containers to brighter spots. Prevention is always more effective than treatment, and developing a routine for plant health monitoring will save you countless headaches down the road. Make it a habit to examine your pepper plants weekly, looking not just at leaf color, but at overall plant posture, new growth patterns, and soil moisture levels. Early detection is your superpower. Catching nutrient deficiencies when leaves are just starting to show pale hints is infinitely easier than trying to revive severely deficient plants. Seasonal care adjustments become particularly important as we move through different growing phases. Here in late summer 2025, your pepper plants are likely in their peak production phase, which means their nutritional needs are at their highest. This is the time to maintain consistent feeding schedules while being vigilant about heat stress and ensuring adequate moisture without overwatering. Building long-term resilience in your pepper plants comes down to creating stable, biodiverse growing conditions. Incorporate beneficial microorganisms through compost teas and mycorrhizal fungi inoculants. These microscopic allies help your plants access nutrients more efficiently and build natural disease resistance. Companion planting with herbs like basil and oregano not only provides natural pest deterrents, but can also improve soil health through diverse root systems and organic matter contributions. The key to preventing future pale leaf episodes lies in understanding that healthy pepper plants are part of a larger ecosystem. Focus on building soil organic matter consistently throughout the growing season. This creates a buffer against nutrient deficiencies and helps maintain stable soil pH levels. Mulching around your pepper plants with organic materials helps regulate soil temperature, retain moisture, and slowly release nutrients as the mulch decomposes. Remember that every pale leaf is a learning opportunity. Keep a simple garden journal noting what conditions preceded any plant health issues, what treatments you applied, and how your plants responded. Over time, you'll develop an intuitive understanding of your specific growing conditions and how your peppers communicate their needs. Your pepper plants want to thrive. They're genetically programmed for vigorous growth and abundant fruit production. By understanding the true causes behind pale leaves and implementing these comprehensive solutions, you're not just fixing a problem, you're unlocking your plant's full potential. Healthy, deep green pepper leaves are just the beginning of what's possible when you give your plants exactly what they need to flourish. Ready to transform your pepper garden from pale to powerful? Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest plant problem-solving adventures. Share this guide with fellow gardeners who might be struggling with similar issues. Together, we can help every pepper plant reach its full potential. What's your biggest pepper growing challenge? Drop it in the comments below and let's solve it together in our next episode.